All right, welcome everyone to the Tellor Dev Call, August 1st. Crazy. All right, so this week they're starting the audit officially. So the auditor, he reached out to me today, said they're looking at it, which is great. Hopefully we get some good feedback. It's one of those things where hopefully like they come back in 2 weeks and are like, yeah, here's some minor issues. That's all we could find. That would be like perfect. You know, they'll send us the average, like reformat your code, put some comments here. And I couldn't imagine they'd find anything really big, because I mean, like, basically we just removed a whole lot of stuff and then we're reusing a lot of old code. So like if they do find a bug, it's like concerning because it's probably live currently. But it's always good to check. So that's what we'll be doing. I'm going to be working on this today and tomorrow. I think I'm going to do the docs. So I'm going to go over, see, kind of give my edit on the docs. And I think that should be good. I know some of them will have to change whenever we do upgrade to 360 in a few months, but I think a lot of it's just going to be like more fitting. So it should be at anything, just removing stuff. So we also got Zero. He was the guy over in Discord. He's going to redo the fund defeat page for us. He's going to, right now it was only up on one network, and there were some issues with, you know, what does this mean? So he's adding like a whole bunch of explainers that you can deep dive into, and yeah, he's doing it for like a little bounty. So super cool. He reached out about that. And then yeah, I think that's probably it for me. Oh, and you were here first. That's life.
That's good. Yeah, so Friday and over the weekend, I finished up the updates to our Diva integration, basically automatically reporting and settling the derivatives pools. I handed that off this morning to Spuddy, and I will be testing it throughout the week and probably fixing a bunch of bugs.
I think he's on vacation for 2 weeks, so.
What?
He's on vacation for 2 weeks, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so we have probably 2 weeks to hopefully get it bug free and then send it over to him.
Yeah, so that's like going to be the main thing for me this week, but I'll be helping get PRs and whatever else reviewed for Kelly stuff.
Nice.
As well.
All right, Tim, how's things going?
Things are going well. Yeah, my main priority is working on the toxicity measure. Over the weekend, I started getting like a Polygon node up and running on my DApp node. It's syncing. We'll see if it works. But
if it's syncing,
I'm kind of like, what's up?
If it's syncing, it'll work. It just takes a while.
Yeah, it looks like it synced the Bohr layer, which is like the Geth side, and then now it's syncing Heimdall. I guess that's like the staking, something like that. Because like
you want an infuriate key so you can just start writing it. Like I mean,
I have started writing it
first
with just local. I've made like fake local contracts to start, but yeah, eventually we will need to obviously test it live.
Because right now, I mean, most of the people, like, we will want a Polygon node up for whenever it goes live and theoretically scales. But right now, like, I think we did the calculations, there shouldn't be too many hits just because there's no liquidity there yet. So it's like,
yeah, the issue I was facing is knowing which addresses to actually query a balance for. So I was like parsing all transfer events from each token to even get a list of addresses to query. And then, so I was having an issue with the API going back X number of blocks. It would only let me go back 1,000.
Yeah, we might
But
need
that
to
was
set up a
just-
graph instance for it.
Yeah, that might be the case. Actually, yeah, that would be better than querying all events a bunch of times.
For sure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll set up a graph instance. I've never done that before, but I'll give that a shot.
Tally's kind of our resident expert, if you want to.
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
really?
help. Yeah, I love the graph.
Okay. Nice.
So
Not financially.
Okay.
yet.
cool. All right. Yeah, no, we'll knock that out. Looks like they're hoping to go live here pretty shortly. So
Okay.
at least just get them a number. Say, because I think like they can probably, the number will probably be 0 for one and then really, really low for the other. So you can just like give them something to start playing around with.
Right. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Ryan, how's things going? You need anything?
Things are going great. Just diving into React, learning all those props and states and components. But gonna try to chip away at the getting Arbitrum to come up on the data feed. I have a
Oh yeah.
graph instance up for it already. Or not Arbitrum, I'm sorry, Optimism.
You made a graph instance?
I did for Optimism.
All right. So Tim, there's another resource for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
Now I just gotta get it to come up on the data feed. So
Okay.
that's
Cool.
what I'm working on.
Yeah, good luck. Well, I don't think we're actually recording on Optimism yet. So,
On the test on Coven, no?
oh yeah, we are on Coven. So,
Yeah.
are we?
Optimism Coven. Yeah.
Oh, Optimism Coven. Okay, that's it. Yeah. If you're on mainnet, there's nothing there. So,
Right.
cool. Yeah. Tally.
Yeah, had 2 PRs merged in over the weekend by Owen. One was the query, is the query class for the TWAP. So I just have to build the source and the feed for it. And
Well, you can probably pause on that if you saw.
Oh,
that.
okay.
I think they're just going to use the normal ETHUSD one spot price.
Oh, okay.
They reached out and they're like, what's the benefit of using the TWAP? And I told them, and they're like, if we use the normal ETH, can we just piggyback on what Liquidy's getting right now? And I was like, yeah, you could do that and not pay. And they're like, let's do that. And I was like,
Yeah, go for it.
all right.
Yeah, and I just have a small change I need to make for the build a feed CLI before we merge it in. Yeah, into I think its final state.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
And then the API and the monitor, probably that's on the list somewhere.
Yeah, that's for today, tomorrow.
Okay. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah. And for those that saw my message, just funny. So the Zodiac thing, so the Gnosis safe integration we have, that's fixed on their front end. So it was fixed in the back end, but their front end was still pointing to the old contracts, and now it's fixed. So
I added it to a Rinkeby safe today, and I'm going to try to create a
proposal.
I'm going to try to create.
Nice.
I'm going to try to go through the whole thing and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you can also like that's like a front end too. So they're pretty open to making pull requests on it. So like, if there's anything you see like, man, this could use more explainers, or like this, like how could we, like Ryan, maybe you'll want to work through it too. Like what, like somebody comes and they see Tellor module, like I think there's definitely places where we can go and like actually explain what the hell that is. And that could be better. So they're open to it, and anything we can do to like help. Because it's like the Gnosis app has a lot of people using the Gnosis app, so making sure like, hey, this is the Tellor module. What does this do? And it might be a good way to get some eyeballs.
I have a community where I'm gonna shill it for their governance too, because there's an NFT community that I'm in that I'm gonna
Oh,
talk to
sweet.
them about it. Because they're using a multi-sig to do their governance.
Nice. All right. Well, and it's a great non-chilly way to get in the communities.
Yeah.
Tell people about Tellor. It's like we do voting. So
I can tell them about it.
yeah. Cool. Akrem.
Hello, I'm working on the manual source that for the query types for the response value. Instead of doing one for each query type, I was trying to make one that's, I guess, because most of the query types, the response value is numeric. So you have one file that takes in the query and then is able to allow input for any number, whether it's a list or not.
Cool. All right. And is the tip listener up? Does that work?
I think it works.
All right. We
Right.
can maybe test that a few times.
Sure.
See if we pick it up.
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, add it to give some random one a tip and make sure your reporters submit for it.
Yeah.
Um,
I got it.
Sweet.
Yep.
Anything else for you?
No.
By the way, my decentralizing or the next challenges for Tellor, that article, Mike, that's going out this week or
It's out.
it's out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's out.
It was good too. I like it.
People like it. I talk about decentralizing the data specs a lot in it. So if you guys haven't read it, go read it. It's what you guys are gonna be doing for next few months. So
Yep.
be good. Yeah, no, but I'll go pass that out. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, let us know if you guys need anything. I'm having Nomad tomorrow, I think, or Wednesday on the deep dive. So that'll be for everyone watching. Get prepared for a Nomad call, which will be fun.
Mike wants that.
So yeah, Mike's here too.
Mike's here.
Anyway, all right. See you guys later.